Since it's just the time with a kickstand, thinking of a plan to get quick bands, falling in deep with the quicksand. Flag, I'm no quick brand. I was packing on the pound, got my weight up. Hot beef in the streets, had to stay here. Betty Crocker show me how to, bro. Doing that, put everything I'll ever stake, bro. Since it's just the time with a kickstand, thinking of a plan to get quick bands, falling in deep with the quicksand. Flag, I'm no quick brand. I was packing on the pound, got my weight up. Hot beef in the streets, had to stay here. Betty Crocker show me how to, bro. Doing that, put everything I'll ever stake, bro. Back in the day, man, a young and I had ripped jeans. Couldn't afford a new pair, I had broke shoes. Couldn't think about the money, I had broke dreams. Outfit was the matchup of, I was trying to be fly, couldn't take off. Coats falling on my lost weight, dog. No jacket in the winter, had to shake, dog. I said forget it, cause something gon' have to shake, dog. Then my homie Bobby put me on a quick lick. Wasn't alive, but enough for a quick fix. Interception, I got me a, in the snow. Never, I ain't gonna lie, I was tempted. He was a target, but he lucky that I missed it. I was always was a misfit. My opportunity was knocking and I missed it. Young when I hopped off the stoop. 2 doors where I floor if I hop in the coupe. 2 swords from what I couldn't lose. Got scars and bruises, man, I got the proof. Resemble you still, cause I got the juice. You think you Tupac, let all my ass loose. With my Timberland boots, I'm planning them steaks.
All right, we're here at the 2K headquarters, and the dev team is working feverishly to get 2K24 out the door for all of you. And one big step in that process is actually happening inside right now. And today to talk about that, I'm joined by gameplay director Mike Wing. Mike, welcome back to 2KTV.
Hey, nice to see you again, Chris. Good to be here.
So I noticed we have some community members in there playing the game, giving feedback to you. What's it like for the development side?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite.
Substitution
so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Gordon for 3. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the East All-Stars. That quarter had to take a lot.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Julius Randle is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Garland. And it's Young in at the shooting guard. A 3 from MP. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power and attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Jokic has checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Tatum, he's checked in for Randall.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
MP outside. From downtown. And another 3 from the East.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes. And they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
The wide open look here for Garland. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1-for-4 shooting.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. He's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And he gets it to go, and, man, they just have it on cruise control here.
Well, it makes a team feel very comfortable holding a double-digit lead in the middle quarters. I know that for sure.
There's Garland. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this bad.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
And stolen by MP to the inside. Beal, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Outside Tatum. Ingram against Gordon. Here's Young. The West again cannot hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And stolen by MP. To the paint. Here's Levine. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Levine's got 6. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off on them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Tatum's got a lot of options he can go to on his finishes inside. This guy is a smooth operator close to the hoop.
And here's MP for 3. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one. Knocked away. Here's MP. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. MP's got 22 points.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, and even up big, still playing the right way, keeping that aggressive nature and attacking the rim.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
A nice shot by MP.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Garland against MP. Here's Embiid. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good defense by Jokic. Here's MP. And he uses the glass on the layup. 27 points for him.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. MP outside. And another 3 from the East.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact.
And so it's the East All-Stars, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pass.
1 half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
Mitchell is out there with MP. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Butler in at the small forward spot. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Doncic passes to Tatum. Kicks it to Harden. Back to Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Tatum's got 5 now.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
Hits it from three-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
Doncic passes to Tatum. Some nice passing here by the West. And it goes out of bounds. The last touch by Antetokounmpo. Sabonis, he's checked in for the East.
You know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. LeBron James is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. MP, no good. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Great frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions. Must have if you want to play winning basketball.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Gordon's checked in for LeBron. Markkanen comes in for Tatum. Young's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Garland in for Luka Doncic. Garland, no good.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Drops in the tray.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. Outside, Markkanen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Really good to see Markkanen be aggressive inside. He's excellent at drawing the attention of the defense and then forcing them to foul him.
Julius Randle's checked in for Towns. The 3 from MP. Sinks the 3-pointer. MP's got 48.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And the call will be against Sabonis.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Young with no one around. The West again cannot hit.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the West All-Stars. Markkanen down low. Adebayo on him. They recover it. Randle finds Markkanen. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. Markkanen's got 4 this quarter.
Impressive awareness from Markkanen. I mean, down on the block there. Really good job of using his height to get his shots off.
And that's just cold blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Levine's checked in for Bradley Beal. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, marking and skill set, hand in glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
Garland against MP. To the middle. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Number 12.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the East All-Stars.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let-up in sight.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Garland, no good.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
I'll tell you what, a lot of shimmy and rim rattling going on in this one tonight, guys.
These guys are spending more time in the air than they are on the ground, that's for sure.
And stolen by MP. Pass to Sabonis. Now Ingram. Good ball movement here by the East. MP kicks to Ingram. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Ingram. MP's got 56 points in the game. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's Randall, and he banks in the layup.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Puts it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down hard.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Gordon trying to break loose. Yep, it counts.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And the basket by MP.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Ingram outside. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
So we've been doing this for like 3 years now, this type of event, and it's been awesome. Like, it's probably one of the most helpful things we have because we work all year, and we're in our little silo, we're building our game, and we think it's in a good state, but until you get